Hey buddies, how are you all? Welcome to Grammar Index. Today I'm here to discuss about broadcast variable concept in Spark. Broadcast variable is one of the important performance tuning activity in Spark. When it comes to Spark architecture, right, it is all about driver and worker nodes. There will be many worker nodes who work on different tasks on assignment basis. So every worker node will be having some allocated memory that we call it as executor or worker memory. So when it comes to broadcast, right? So let's assume we have some data about state and their value. So here, if you see, it is New York, it is the key, and it is the value. For now, we can call it as code and value. So it is one dictionary where we have data about states. Let's assume we have a Spark job where this particular job will be uh, getting uh, allocated to multiple worker nodes, and multiple worker nodes will definitely need some data to process that particular job and task. So when we have any data which will not change or which often change, and if it is less volume, right? So we can create shared variables and keep them in worker node in the form of cache, so that whenever the worker node execute the task with respect to this particular data, right, it will automatically utilize these shared variables which are already available with them, and we don't need to share the data over the network again and again whenever that particular worker node works on this kind of data. So shared variable is not a shared broadcast variable is nothing but it's a shared variable where we keep all this data readily available in the worker node across the worker nodes. So the same data will be captured with all the worker nodes. So these worker nodes can make use of the readily available data. So here is the data, and here are the columns. I am creating one data frame out of it, and let me execute cell by cell. So I'm creating Spark session here. Let it create it, and I'm taking this one, and I'm giving data. So until this cell, we have created one data frame out of the data whatever we have written here. So if I execute this particular shell, it will give me the schema, whatever is there with this data frame, right? So I'm also showing, I'm also printing the data frame here using df-show. So here is the data. It is having first name, last name, country, and state. Now, if you see here, this particular state column is having only codes CA, New York, California, and Florida, and the country name is there. But we don't have the actual value here. CA, if you see CA, it should be California. If it is NY, New York, again California and Florida. But when it comes to data, right, whenever they look for this particular state, instead of CA, it should give California. Instead of NY, it should give New York. Instead of FL, it should give Florida. So that is what we are keeping the data in the form of cache uh, in worker node itself. Okay, so we are keeping this particular data in every worker node. before executing any Spark job. So now I'm creating this function. Let me explain it what it does. So if you see, I'm creating one function. It converts the state code and return the value from broadcast variable, which is readily available in the work convert. So it gets the code from that particular Spark job, and it will give us the respected value for that. Okay. So if you see here, I'm using map. So it will check for each and every column, and it converts the state code to value. So if you see here, if you see when you compare this particular uh, data with this particular data, you can simply see the difference. Here the state name is here, but here the value got printed. Okay, this way we can keep the data within every worker node to make sure we improve the performance. And when you want to put some filter on top of broadcast variable, you can do like this. There is some issue here. Okay, but this is the formula. So hope you got and hope you are understanding the concept of broadcast variables. It is to catch the data and make it as shared variable and keep them in the form of cache across worker nodes to make sure our Spark job will run smoothly and won't look for the data and uh, no need to send the data over network again and again whenever it is getting executed. So thanks for watching. Happy data engineering. Have a good day.